Okay, hello everybody. Right now we are getting ready to deal with another tornado outbreak, possibly worse than what we've had just yesterday in Mississippi and Alabama. We are looking at the possibility for maybe a long track and violent tornado or two. We are watching for the possibility of that to increase. Currently, it is looking like we will see a few strong tornadoes, damaging wind gusts up to 75, maybe 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and hail maybe up to quarter or ping pong ball size. Right now, we're looking at the jet stream. Here is the current system that is making its way through. It is dumping a lot of snow up here, but currently that system is out here getting ready to exit into the Atlantic with the severe storms we had yesterday. Here's Thursday today, and as that system goes through, we can start seeing this other system coming out into the plains and Dixie Alley. Here's Saturday, and we start to see that jet stream start to really eject out here and kick in. And down here from East Texas through West Georgia and even parts of Tennessee and Kentucky is where we are expecting to see some of the worst severe weather. But to get better down into detail, it's going to be North Louisiana into Northwest Georgia and maybe a bit of Tennessee as well. Could see some pretty violent weather. And as this continues throughout, it's Sunday, early Sunday morning, this system will eventually exit the United States, and we might see another system come through. But currently, that is not 100% locked in. Oh, okay, there we go. Looking at temperatures, right now, as of now, they're mostly 50s, 40s, and 50s to also some 60s and 70s down there in the target area. As we go into Friday, those temperatures will decrease a little bit, then go back up. But going into Saturday, early in the morning, we're seeing upper 40s to low to mid 50s. Going into the late afternoon, though, we start to see those more 70s and even 80s as that moisture goes up as the system comes through, pulling moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. And as the system moves through, we are expecting a big Arctic surge. We're expecting a big Arctic surge behind that. Going over to dew points. Right now, there are mid to upper 60 dew points currently, but this will eventually go down as the system moves through. But going into Saturday, we see the moisture just get pulled back up from the Gulf of Mexico. We'll start seeing pretty high dew points in the mid to upper 60s and even a few low 70s. And as this goes, and this stretches from East Texas all the way to Georgia and even South Carolina as well. As the system moves through, we are expecting more drier conditions throughout the states. So here, right now there is dumping snow over Michigan and New England areas, and here we do have these storms that are still ongoing. We did have a tornado warning in, I believe it was South Carolina. I don't think anything touched down in that storm, but we still need to keep an eye on anything that could pop up here because there is still a marginal risk, very low risk, mostly for tornadoes. And there's actually also a tornado risk out in California, from what I could tell. And as this system moves out, we see this system start moving through, dumping snow up here in Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, and a bunch of scattered snow behind it. But this is the system that's going to bring a lot of severe weather for the Deep South. And as this moves into Saturday, late afternoon and evening, we start to see the main line again. Now we're looking for any discrete cells that can fire off ahead of the main line, starting in Louisiana and Mississippi, and even as far north as Tennessee and Kentucky. Anything on this main line will and can be severe. And as this continues moving on, we are expecting maybe some more severe weather into Sunday afternoon. And after this system moves out, we'll have this system come through as well, dumping some snow in the upper Great Plains. And as this moves through, we are also anticipating a winter storm in Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri. It does look like up here that the main snow should stay in Kansas and southwest Missouri. In Oklahoma, mostly an ice storm for the GFS model. Oops. And as this moves through, there might be some more isolated severe weather on Wednesday of next week on the 19th. I think that is it for here for now. It's going over to the Storm Prediction Center. And we do have this level 3 enhanced risk on day 3 itself, ranging from northern Louisiana into southeastern Arkansas, into much of Mississippi, mostly central Mississippi, and into West Alabama. This is where the most of the severe weather will occur, but we can see a few strong tornadoes. But if conditions continue to worsen, then we could see this go up to a level 4 moderate and even maybe a high risk if it does come down to that. Currently, it is looking like quite the tornado outbreak. It is more organized than it was yesterday. And so far, in that level 3 enhanced risk, we could see a few strong tornadoes, damaging winds up to 75, maybe 80 miles per hour. And, of course, at least maybe a little bit of hail up to quarter and maybe ping pong ball size. And right now, there is still a little bit of uncertainty on how many discrete cells we could see ahead of that main squall line. The squall line and main line itself will provide the threats for PLCS tornadoes or brief and weak tornadoes, along with damaging winds up to 75 and 80 miles per hour. If we do see any discrete cells, they will harbor the possibility for a quarter to ping pong ball size hail, a couple strong tornadoes, and damaging winds 60 to 75 miles per hour. Going to probabilistic, we see at 30% hatched risk, all up in that enhanced risk. And this is, again, going to be on Saturday, February 15th. Going to excessive rainfall today, there is a moderate risk out here near Los Angeles, and they are anticipating quite a bit of flooding and a slight risk going all the way up the California coast. Tomorrow, February 14th, we do see this marginal risk out here, mostly in Arkansas, Tennessee, western Kentucky. Going into Saturday, though, we have this big moderate risk out here, ranging from western Tennessee that goes through Kentucky and a little bit there of Virginia, and a massive slight risk and a marginal risk surrounding those as well from Arkansas all the way up to Ohio and Virginia as well. And following the days after that, there's not a probability of any excessive rainfall. Now, I will be live Saturday on this possible tornado outbreak, and if it does come down to it, I will make an emergency live broadcast tomorrow when I get home from school if that probability for violent tornadoes does go up.